Number one question that I get asked all the time is that how do you approach landlords? What is the pitch that you use to convince landlords, property managers? I need you guys to understand one thing. When I started out my real estate business, every fucking person used to tell me this. They would be like, oh, think about the mindset. Oh, mindset is like everything. Mindset is that. I never understood what really that meant. Yeah, I have a mindset. My mindset is that I want to get properties. What exactly do I have to do with my mindset? And then later on, I figured out that what they used to mean is that don't get too attached. Don't get too attached with the outcome, because no matter what happens, if this person says no or yes, next person is going to say yes. So your mindset should be that there's a lot of people out there that need my help. Now it just comes down to how am I going to be helping them out? Now some might not see the value that you're trying to propose, but some would. And now it just comes down to how good your value proposition is. So mindset is number one when it comes to approaching landlords. Second thing is that you need to look at their problems. What kind of problems do they have? How many days the listing's been on the market for? What area the listing is in? What kind of tenant the landlord is looking for? Now, let's say landlord is looking for a professional tenant, right? You need to understand why. Is it because they want to make sure the property stays clean, or they just want to make sure that there's no headaches? And that's where you as an Airbnb investor comes into the picture. Now your job is to show them that why working with you would make sense rather than working with someone who's just there for, whatever reasons. A lot of tenants, they don't want to take care of the property. If you show them the right way, if you show them what kind of blessing you are, more people are going to be interested to know what you have to offer. And trust me, it goes a long way. But let's say if I am cold calling someone, right? Let's say if I'm cold calling, how would my call would sound like? I'll give you like a rundown for that too. So let's say it's 123 Main Street. I would call them. I'll be like, hello, hey, I saw this property listed on Zillow, realtor.ca, realtor.com, and I wanted to get to know some more about this property. I'm looking to get some more information about this property. And now the landlord's gonna be like, yeah, sure, what are you looking for? So I'm gonna like start asking them questions. I'm gonna be like, hey, like how many bedrooms there are? What's the square footage? Does it come furnished? What's the situation with laundry? What's the situation with parking? I need to know all of this stuff because it makes sense for you to know. They have given you all that information. Now, your job, let's say if you live in that area, is to make sure that you book an in-person meeting. You live 20 minutes away, 30 minutes away, 40 minutes away, try to book an in-person meeting, because one thing I'm going to tell you, belly to belly touch, it's day and night difference. When you're actually there with someone and you're in front of them and they're showing you their problems, they're telling you their problems, they're there to make a deal happen, it's a day and night difference as compared to a phone call. Now let's say you're someone who's on the phone call. How would you close this conversation? Now, closing this conversation would be pretty simple. Okay, you would be like, hey, listen, I love your property, I do corporate rental, I work with a lot of professionals. Why don't we just get on a meeting to see if there's any way where I can help you out? Now, see, the key over here is that I'm not asking for anything. All I am doing is that I am just offering them that, hey, if there's a way I can help you out, let's get on a call and see if we would be a good fit for each other. That's it. Literally, that's it. Psychology wise, there's few things that's happening right now. First thing is that you are not sounding desperate, because a lot of newbies, they sound desperate. I used to be like that too. When I fucking started out, I would just be like, bro, like just give me a fucking property. But that's really wrong mindset. Now I'm not like that anymore. On the wood. But yeah, so those are a few things that you have to keep in mind. But goal is to always book a meeting or book an in-person meeting. And when you see them in person, you bring out your binder. Okay, you don't show them verbally, you don't talk to them, yeah, I do corporate rental, blah blah blah. None of that shit. None of that shit. We're not here your mom and pop Airbnb investors. We're not like that. We run tight ship, we have a binder, we have brochures that we can leave back with the client, and that's how you stay above the crowd. Literally, that's how you stay above the crowd. I've done real estate sales, I've done Airbnb, and I'm telling you, if you want to stand out from your competitors, You have to think outside the box. And the way how you think outside the box is by doing all these little things, making sure that you're arriving on time, making sure you have branded uniform, making sure that you have branded t-shirt that says your company logo, you have brochures to leave behind, you have some sort of presentation that you can show. Best thing is get an iPad. Trust me, get an iPad. If your job is sales and you're pitching people, iPad is literally the bestest way to go about it. Yeah, so this is how I approach landlords. But see, like, the goal is that you just put them in your pipeline. If they don't find a tenant, you hit them after 1 week and you tell them that, hey, Mr. Joe, I saw you last week. Remember we talked about your property? What happened? Did you find a tenant? Oh no, I wasn't able to find a tenant. Okay, Mr. Joe, let's work something together out. Like, what's the problem? Like, why are we not working together? I like you as a person, you like me as a person. We gotta make this shit happen. You need to approach conversation like that. I hope this helped, and yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next video.